Hello, how's it going, everybody? And welcome back to the podcast. This DiviCast episode 12. 12, right? Yes, 12. And today we have another very special guest. Now, this one is a little bit different. As you all know, I am in fact 2D. I live in the 2D realm. However, this guest is an actual human. Well, I don't know. I never seen one of those in my life. An actual human being. She does a lot of cosplay. She's a very big TikTok cosplay content creator. She used to be a streamer. She doesn't do that anymore, but she's a good friend of mine. She is the queen of Sage cosplays here locally, maybe even the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce all of you to Miss Reakami.
Why do you say all that?
Why?
Why are you so nice?
What do you mean?
Stop being nice.
That's what you are.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah, so a lot of people might not know you. I feel like a lot of Singaporeans will probably know who you are. So maybe give a little introduction about yourself to those who don't.
Oh, you can just I can't improv this. My God, I'm so shy.
Nah, this is that fucking poly secondary school days. Come on, give us a little introduction about yourself.
Hi everyone. My name is Ria. It's really nice to meet you. Yeah. I'm a cosplayer, and I think I would like to think of myself as a retired content creator, but I still do it for fun, whenever I think of something. I just like shit it out.
So retired full time, but as a hobby.
Yeah, I just do it whenever I'm not OTing my nuts off.
Right.
Cause now I'm an OL.
The office lady cosplay. When is that gonna come?
OL. Amy Fukada core.
Yeah, why haven't you no, actually though, why haven't you done office lady cosplay?
I don't suit like her hair, like the short hair kind of vibe. I don't like short hair. By the way, are we allowed to cuss?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fuck with short hair.
You don't? But you can do the
I
little
hate
bun
how I
thing,
look
no?
with short hair.
But you can't, like, you know the office lady bun that you always see? What? You could do that.
I use a claw clip because I'm like a Gen Z office girly.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you so much, by the way, for giving me your time, your busy time. She literally just told me like 15 minutes before the podcast that she was still working, so I felt really bad. Thank you for guilt tripping me.
No, I just do work whenever I'm free. I was playing Valorant before
I saw
the call,
that too on your
waited.
fucking Discord.
Yeah, and then I just hopped on to do some work while you were setting up.
Okay.
Don't worry about
well, regardless, thank you. All right.
Thank you for having me.
We are gonna have a lot of fun. Now, I would like to ask you our very first question of the night. You are very well known on TikTok, or rather in your content creation days. You are very known for your cosplay content, mainly Sage, right? Your Sage cosplay. You know what I'm talking about.
I actually have no idea.
You have no idea? Yeah, I'm sure you don't.
Yeah.
But I would like to know, so the Sage cosplay thing, did you think that it would get you to as big as it got you to when you first did it?
I don't know. Like, I've just been playing Valorant since launch, and I didn't really think about it until like when I bought the costume, and then like I started modding it, and then I didn't really think much of it. I just thought like, oh, I'm just gonna wear this to a con and then sell it, right? And resell it. But when I put the costume on and I look at myself in the mirror, I look at myself and I was like, damn, I really look like a fucking Chinese auntie in this. Like straight up like Chinese mom energy. And like, I know it sounds crazy, but I feel like I have the most average Chinese girl face that you can find out there with makeup on, because it's all about the makeup, right? Cosplay. So characters like I feel characters like Sage, Ada Wong, Azula, like just Chinese girls, I think they will all fit me very well just because I have that kind of like Chinese girl face. So
I
that
don't
was when I
really think so,
realized
you
only
know.
after I put it on, the costume on, when I put it on, it was kind of like a, oh wow, damn. And then my friend Haru, she turned to me and said, "You look like you're gonna beat me up because I failed my exams." And that was like the that was like the ding moment.
That was where it clicked. You're like, oh, I should do something about that.
Yeah, yeah.
I see. But I don't know. I've seen you like IRL. I've met you IRL, which we will, you know, we'll get into that later. But I don't think, like genuinely, I don't think that you have a. I really don't think you have a basic Chinese woman face. Like I think your face is very unique to, well, at least locally, right?
I think no, actually. I did a sample size. Like, you know how those like researchers pull in like the average. I forgot like infographic that was. Um, they compiled like 100 women from each race, and then they overlaid all their faces to see like what is the common traits they all have. I think if they did that for Singaporean Chinese women, my face would pop up. Like all the common traits.
Like if you ask AI to, hey, could you create an image of a Singaporean Chinese woman? Like it'll just be you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. Honestly.
Nah, I think you give yourself too little credit, man. I really don't think so. I think, or maybe the standards have changed, right? Because I feel like right now the typical Chinese woman face is it's very different from yours. Maybe like in the 90s you'll suit it, but I think times have
Mhm.
changed, so give yourself a little more credit.
I think that's because of the iPhone face.
The what face?
The iPhone face? Wait,
What is
wait.
that?
Do you not know the TikTok trend? It's like a
No.
thing people are talking about on TikTok. Like, some people have the iPhone face. They look their face when you see their face, they look like they would be in of this time generation. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, if you plug this iPhone face person and you put them in the 70s, they will look crazy. Like they have a very
Oh,
modern face. It looks like a fish, actually.
what?
Like it's more of a I don't know how to explain without sounding crazy. Wait.
I think I kind of get what you
I'll
mean
send you
though.
an article. Okay, iPhone face.
iPhone face.
The
Okay,
girl.
I get what you
Oh yeah,
mean.
yeah,
I get
yeah,
what you
yeah, yeah.
mean. Yeah.
She looks very modern.
Ah, I
And then
see. So you think you have a smartphone face?
I think I have a flatter face.
A flatter face?
Like if you would plug me and put me in the 80s, I would look like I blended in.
Ah, I see. I
Because
just
the face is less fish-like. Because fish-like faces are like I can't explain it. What?
no, I think I get what you mean. I think I got a rough idea of what you mean. But hey, you got blessed with good looks, man.
Thank you. I can't
Yeah.
imagine being a VTuber because I feel like it's such a difficult. Like I express a lot of my emotions on stream back then with like um physical movements, like with my hands and everything, and my facial expressions. I feel like it's so hard to be able to translate that into a live 2D model, per se.
Oh yeah,
And
I agree.
yeah, it's so hard to be super expressive and entertaining. So I rely on the face card.
I mean, you got blessed with that.
Her.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
gonna
but
use the assets.
you have a point. You have a point. I feel like it's being a VTuber. There's a lot of limitations, you know, because there's
Especially with expression, but I feel
Mhm.
like a lot of creators like Lily, Lily.
Shy Lily, right?
Yeah. She's so good at handling her model.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I feel like if I did that, my face would be so cramped. Like it would hurt so much.
yeah. The expressions are very. Her expressions are very out there. but it's good. It's very very good.
Yeah, it's very entertaining to watch. I watch a lot of her clips.
You gotta, yeah. I mean, feel like because we don't have the privilege of face cam, you really have to exaggerate everything just so your model captures it. You know?
Mm-mm,
Yeah.
definitely.
But I mean, there are pros and cons about being IRL and being a VTuber. I feel like this applies more to the females, but like a lot of females, like people like you, people like Alessandra, you know, like y'all
Mm-hmm.
used to, when you'll stream, you guys will put on makeup, right? So
Oh
like
yeah.
if you had a long day, right? If you had a long day and you come back home and instead of being comfy you have stream, so you it's either you don't do face cam at all or you just have to grit your teeth and fucking like put on the makeup and stuff. Like I feel like
Mm.
it is a lot of work.
I feel like if you show up to stream with like a really tired vibe, that's just gonna be the vibe of the whole stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can act, but because it's a long form piece of content, you're gonna slip up.
Right.
So it is quite exhausting to like every time you have to stream, you have to like take out maybe an hour or two to like do your hair and makeup. But I realized I saw this from a tweet from one of my VTuber mutuals that when she transitioned from being a facecam streamer to a live 2D streamer, she thought that, oh, setup's gonna be great. I just have to like show up. But no, like it's crazy because you have to open like the tracking software. You have to
Yeah.
make sure it's working. You have to do tech support, and then you have to open up your OBS, and then you have to set everything up.
Yep.
I'm like, gosh, that's gonna take you like a whole hour and a half. It's pretty much the same.
Yeah, to the bigger PP VTubers out there who have a lot of like plugins and other stuff for their models. Like
Oh yeah.
for me it's really just VTube Studio and maybe like one other thing for stream and that's it. But like those with like the crazy plugins for their models and stuff and there's like hand tracking that's been
Yeah, yeah,
developing.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was a new thing, right?
Yeah, it's really
So cool.
recent. Yeah, so you gotta have all these things, man. But I guess the upside is that I mean you're behind this already pre-made pretty or cute or handsome or whatever model, so
Mm-mm.
you don't really have to worry about oh shit, do I look okay today? But
That's
yeah,
true.
at the
But
same time,
also, even as a VTuber, if you were to like jump on stream when you're tired, it shows.
yeah.
Like when you look back at the VOD, you'll be like, huh, you know? So I totes gets.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to, man. There's been a lot of times, I'm not gonna lie, there's been a lot of times where I've been very tired. But you just you have to suck it up and you have to just put yourself out there and like be like, all right, welcome back to the stream, like you can't really guys, I'm so tired. I don't, like you have to keep a certain amount of energy there,
Mhm, mhm.
maybe unless you're doing ASMR or something.
Oh yeah, ASMR sounds fun. I've always wanted to try that content format.
Really,
I
like
feel
with the
like
3DO mic.
yeah, or maybe just a Yeti. I'm addicted to those. Like for some reason, TikTok ASMR is so freaking good. I love that shit. Like I'm just scrolling, like doom scrolling myself to bed, and then I see like an ASMR video of like I don't know wood cubes in a bowl of water, and like I just fall
Oh,
asleep instantly. I love that shit.
I
So
know
good.
what you're talking about. I love those too.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, it's very crispy.
Crispy.
Crispy. Right. Well, I have a very deep, I guess, sort of. Not really, but I have an interesting question. I would say to ask you. Um, so like you said, you would consider yourself a retired content creator, full time
Mhm.
at least, right? So right now, the job you have, I'm guessing it pays very decently. It's a decent job. It's something that you I'm guessing is like a passion of yours. It's something
It's
that you enjoy.
related to what I'm doing, which
Mhm.
was being a content creator. So essentially I handle the business side of things when companies want to reach out to content creators.
So like finance and stuff.
More of a project management.
Ah, okay. My question is there anything that whoever can offer you? Like what is that one thing that someone can offer you to come back to do content creation full time?
Money.
Money?
I said it without even blinking. Like
That-
money. Straight up. Like I feel like I've learned through the experience, and I also think that luck wise it wasn't on my side. But I feel like my earnings during the time I was a creator was not sustainable at
right.
all. Especially as a cosplayer, there's a lot of costs that come into like buying the costume, buying materials, props, and investing. You're always investing back into the work and just keeping up with trends. And sooner or later, I found myself like caring about um if I cosplay this, like will it get traction?
Right.
Because like I have like a hard fast rule for myself is that I will never cosplay out of my own money. I will never buy a cosplay of something that I don't watch or play. So I have to be like a fan of the series. Then I'll like open my wallet and like buy the costume. If it's like a paid promotion and then the client's like, oh, I'll get you the costume, just put it on. Then I'll be like, okay, cool. But I feel like, like the period of time during COVID when everyone was getting into Genshin, everyone was
Oh
cosplaying
yeah.
Genshin, and so many people blew up from just being Genshin creators and Genshin cosplays. But like I just couldn't bring myself to play the game. I just couldn't like I did not have the capacity or like the interest rather to play Genshin. It was only until like I think 2 years ago that I downloaded the game and then I tried it out.
Right.
Yeah, and I feel like having this kind of mindset when you turn like something you love into work, what might keep your love for the hobby might be bad for your finances or your growth as a creator. So,
Oh yeah. I
mm,
think it is very rare for content creation at least for you like for everything, especially when you're trying to grow. Like I feel like if you're just doing what you love mainly and it's not gaining any traction, like you have to a certain extent sacrifice a little bit to try
mm,
something new, to do something different. Uh but still I would say having fun doing what you do when you're doing content is the best type of content because like
right.
you can tell, right? You can tell when
Hmm.
somebody's enjoying something and when somebody is just doing something because it's trending.
Yeah, it's. I mean, if you're a seasoned creator, you can tell, or if you're
Yeah.
like a fan of the series, you can tell. But I think the general consumer, which is what like companies and everyone's targeting, they're mostly just, oh, pretty, I like that.
Right.
So in the end, it's all about engagement numbers tracking. Now that I'm in the business side of things, like it's really all about metrics and brand safety. Like that's the only two things like companies care about now. Your metrics and if you're brand safe. That's it.
Yeah, that's why no company want to hire me, bitch. I'm so unhinged on stream, man. I'm saying the most outrageous shit. But
Ah.
but yeah, I mean, I'm well, I don't know if I've ever told you this. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. But like, I am trying to do this full time. I'm in the process at the moment of building like a foundation. Building a
Mhm.
foundation and see where I go from there. Uh, I have followed your advice. I can't say who, but I have reached out to one or two companies, just to tell them, hey, yeah,
Ooh.
just to tell them, like, hey, listen, like, I also had my manager do it as well, you know, hey, there's this. person, I'm just wondering if you, in your next audition or something, maybe you want to consider him. Maybe, hey, like I'm here, just letting him know, hey, I'm here. I say weird shit, but people like it. So, if you're looking for someone like me, I'm here.
Invest in me.
Yeah, invest in me. I give you all the money. But yeah, it's like I've had the issue. I've had the problem of like thinking like, okay, like I am doing this, I'm playing this genre of games and whatnot. Should I play something different? Because like Pal World, right? Pal World is trending like crazy right now. Unfortunately, it is not a game that I would enjoy at all. And there have been times on stream where I've played a game that I didn't enjoy, and it was painful. Like, it was so hard, it felt so unnatural for me to commentate over the gameplay. So I do horror games all the time. I love horror games. Thankfully, Lethal Company.
Ooh.
Yes. Thankfully, Lethal Company has popped off. It's a horror genre, so worked right up my alley. Stars aligned for that. But yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying what I'm doing right now. We talked about this before the recording, but basically, I told Ria kind of my schedule for the week. There's a lot of editing, there's a lot of streams, a lot of gameplay that has to go out. But I enjoy it. I enjoy doing it. It's fun for me.
You're so hardworking. Honestly, you're so hardworking. I can't edit a video for shit. I wanted to pay MS when it comes to video editing. So props to you.
It definitely takes the most time. But you know what? Like, I have to be, right? I'm still looking to grow. Like, I don't really have a choice.
It's part of the work. Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of the work. But yeah, so enough about me. Back to you, right? So when did you start doing content creation? Like, do you have a year?
I started cosplaying when I was 16, going 4 months away from turning 16, I think. In December. Yeah. Turning 17, my bad. So it was like December of 2013. And I went to EOY in my first costume. And then I started an Instagram maybe like 3 months later because I was like, yeah, I want to do this more. I love this shit.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I was at it for about 2 years, and then my account just blew up from, Sakura from Naruto?
Yes.
It was like my first cosplay that blew up.
I stalked your TikTok, by the way. I'm 100% with you when you say that Sakura isn't useless. I hate it when people say that she is. Because without her, a lot of people will be dead.
Yeah. And then there's so many pygmies that are like saying like, oh no, she's useless. And I'm like, do you know the both of them? Those two people who got into nepotism, they got power through nepotism, if you think about it. Huh? Why do you think they're so good? Why do you think they're still alive? It's because of my pink hair bitch. That's right. Know
my
your place.
Pink hair bitch.
My pink hair girly. She's a girl's girl. I love her.
It's just a trend, man. People just jump on the bandwagon to hate on Sakura. But
it's popular to hate on her. It's like how it's popular to hate on Sword Art Online. When the first season's actually pretty good.
I love Sword Art Online.
After the first season, I'm like, okay, no.
The second season was pretty garbage. The third one was very good. I enjoyed the third one. It was a little too long, but I enjoyed it.
The Alice one was pretty good. The Alice season.
Yeah. I think that's the third one. The one where.
The third one?
Spoiler alert. Kirito's in the coma, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one. I enjoyed it. See, I'm open. I'm open to different stuff, different anime. Actually, I'm very interested. What is your favorite cosplay? That you've done?
I think, in terms of result or in terms of like how
Just
good I felt wearing it or like in terms of how successful it was.
your favorite thing to cosplay, just based
Favorite
off your
thing.
preference.
I made a lot of really good memories cosplaying stage. That was probably like one of my favorites to wear to a con. But in terms of how good I felt in the costume, like those are like two very different things. Like when I wear it and then I feel satisfied with myself and I go to a con and I feel good and like when I interact with random people, like they interact with the character also. That would be Sage. Um but in terms of like, oh, which is my biggest project and I'm the most proud of, it would be Strelitzia from Darling in the Franxx.
I never watched that anime.
Oh, it's a ripoff of Evangelion, but they made it a bit gayer. They
I'm
made it
sorry, what?
bisexual.
I'm sorry, what?
They made Evangelion queer. They made it queer, but somehow even straighter than what Evangelion was. It's a very confusing show, but basically there was a giant mecha at the end of Darling in the Franxx, and I cosplayed the giant mecha.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, I can send you a
Interesting.
photo later.
Sure, yeah, I would like that. But yeah, I realized. I mean, I feel like, well, at least from what I've seen, your go-to cosplay is Jet or Sage, right? Would you say that? Because I've seen, I feel like the past few events, I've seen you only really cosplay as those two. I could be wrong though.
Valorant is fun because the community at cons, they're pretty funny.
Are they?
Yeah, I would say the interactions I have as the character is like more pleasant
Right.
um compared to other ones. And also because Valorant costumes are very con safe, so I won't get upskirted.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, they all have pants, so slay.
Slay. Oh,
Err.
speaking of upskirts, I know that's like an outrageous fucking thing to say, but at the event where we first met, right?
Yeah.
There was actually a guy who was arrested because he was taking like
Yeah.
inappropriate photos. Yeah, and
Yeah, he wasn't even a local.
yeah, and my friend, man, that bitch tried to travel all the way here just to get fucking inappropriate
Upskirt
pictures.
pictures?
Jesus. Yeah, but
That man's
my
hardworking.
my good friend was a victim of that.
My goodness.
Yeah,
Sorry.
she was followed and stalked a little bit. And I was very upset when she told me because he already left. I was about to go full divvy mode on that asshole.
Square up that little shit.
Yeah, but touching on this, interesting topic, right? Well, not saying upskirts are interesting, right? That's not what I'm trying to say. Do you have any like what is your best slash worst cosplay experience? It could be like maybe your horn fell out or something like that. Just something that sticks out in your head. Because you've been doing this for, you said what, before you were 16? So you've been doing this for like 40 years.
4 years?
40 years?
Or excuse me? I will find you and I will skewer you.
But yeah, do you have like a story?
A story. Should I say it?
Oh,
Should
is it
I
a very
say
spicy
it?
story?
I think okay, the spiciest one I have to leave it off this. Like I have to tell you off this. It
Oh
can't be in the
shit.
recording. Yeah. Because it's NDA. But
What's NDA?
non-disclosure agreement.
Hey.
I'm legally not allowed to talk about it publicly.
Oh,
It's
you hear that,
so
y'all?
fucked.
People listening to this, too
We're gonna
fucking
have a
bad.
spicy
Yeah, I get to fucking
session.
hear this shit afterwards.
Purr. But I guess it would be like I started working in an office was a content creation office, the job before the one I currently have, and I was working there as a producer, content producer,
Uh,
and a fan visited the office and demanded to be hired. And he threw a fit.
whoa, whoa,
And
whoa,
he
whoa,
said he
whoa.
wanted to see me.
What?
And he was like, "This is my dream job." Like, how can Ria get it? She has like nothing. I couldn't tell if he was a fan or a hater, but apparently he followed me on all my socials. But yeah, he was upset that he wasn't hired by this content creator company, and I was. So he sent like everyone in the company like really long texts about why he wasn't
Jesus
hired.
Christ.
It was quite embarrassing for me.
Oh
But
man.
I left the company like I think half a year after staying there. But this
Right.
happened like close to when I was planning to leave, and I wanted to dig up a hole and die inside.
Jesus. So this guy was so the content creation company, they mainly hire content creators, am I right? Is it
As producers or as like people to participate in the content. Um, but yeah, that guy came up to the office and he demanded to be hired, and
so
it was so weird.
I'm guessing he's a content creator as well.
No, he isn't.
He isn't? Then why the
He
fuck are you what
isn't.
the fuck? That doesn't make any sense.
He just has like some kind of cert in like video production, and he thought that would get him the spot. But I mean, it's a competitive place. Look at the economy.
Yeah, man.
Everyone's like going through retrenchments for the past year, and you want to be hired all of a sudden. My gosh!
Dude,
And then
yeah,
he
just
threw a fit at the front door also, and I was just like, man, how am I
what?
gonna leave
Oh
the
my
office and not
god.
feel like he's gonna follow me home?
Oh, that must have been a scary experience, man.
Yeah,
'Cause-
and I've
'cause
been followed home also. So
What?
yeah.
It was me.
Oh shit.
Nah, what, really?
Yeah, multiple times. That was like one of the main reasons why I moved out from my parents' place like 2 years ago, because like the stalking became a bit more frequent.
Shit.
Yeah, and then I didn't want to like put my parents in danger,
Right.
and also to like make my location, because Singapore's so small, it's so easy to stalk someone. It takes like 2 hours to find where someone lives. Just follow them, and it's so crowded, so it's easy to follow someone. But yeah, I've been followed home, I think 6 or 7 times, like in full normie mode. I'm not even in a costume. Like I've just been followed home. Well, they'll just walk near me and then they'll tap on my back and ask me like, "Hey, are you Ria?" And I'm like, "I'm going to kill myself."
That is, dude, that is so scary. I can't imagine. Alright, before we continue, Ria has a little surprise to show us. She's actually now a VTuber. Go ahead.
You want to see my model?
Yeah?
I'm actually very proud of it. Like it's like a brown hair. Ooh, she has brown hair. Her rigging's so nice too.
I have no words. You guys
But-
have to see it for yourself.
But I decided to go for like something animalistic. So we've got some ears over here and some gray skin. Divi, do you know Homestuck?
What is that?
Never mind. it's a very cursed corner of the internet. And yeah, for all you Full Metal Alchemist fans out there, this one's for you. Yeah.
Oh my god. So I never watched Full Metal Alchemist, so I don't know, but apparently this is the merging of a dog and a girl.
That's right. A baby girl. By
A
her dad.
baby girl.
Yeah. Like a tween.
I really don't know
her-
how to respond to that.
Yeah, it was so fucked up. That's why when I saw this on Etsy, I'm like, shit, I gotta buy this.
How much did you pay for it?
I think it was $20.
That's pretty decent.
Hey, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have the rights to this, but I think it's fucking hilarious to pull this shit out.
I think it is too. But yes, okay. Going back to the topic of cosplay, we will ask this later, but I do want to know. So, I am planning this year's AFA to do a cosplay.
Oh shit!
Yes. Here's the issue, right? And I could use your help for this. I'm conflicted. Originally, I planned to cosplay as myself. But then I realized I don't have the fucking money to have to deal with all the. Because do you know how expensive it'll have to be to embroider all the golden stuff on my coat, to even find the coat?
Your model's really detailed.
Yeah, to get the mask as well. Like fuck me, I don't have the resources or the money. So that's out of the picture. I did kind of think about going as a maid. Like a buff maid.
Maid or TV.
Yeah. But you know, that's like plan C. Okay. I have two options. I either cosplay as Fushiguro Toji.
Oh,
Because that's easy for me, because I already have the build. So I just need to wear a tight compression shirt and like white sweat. Or I go as IRL Divi, but like I just wear a hoodie and a mask, and I'm a VTuber and shit.
You should do Kaneki Ken.
Kaneki Ken? Oh, actually.
Because you get to hide half of your face. So you get to stay Anon.
Fuck, you're right, actually. That's a good idea.
A lot of masked cosplays can be nice and also like still hide your identity.
You're right. Yep. Shit, okay, so it'll be between just me in a hoodie with like a full face mask on, just saying, yeah, I'm doing this because I'm a VTuber, right?
You should do like cosplays like Demon Slayer Inosuke with the pig head.
With a pig head, but I don't want to be half naked though.
But you got the build.
But it's cold there, man, and I'm insecure.
You gotta flex it. You gotta flex the shit.
I'm insecure, man.
Okay, you can also do Kakashi.
Oh, you're right.
Right? There's so many masked people.
There's a lot of masked people.
Yeah.
That's actually a good idea. I'll research and then I'll ask you for more advice on it, since you're the cosplay queen.
No, I'm not. I'm retired. I'm old.
Retired.
I'm old.
Yeah.
When I get off my gaming chair, my back creaks.
Oh, I actually have a bad back now. So like I'm not as old as you, Grandma, but but I actually have a bad back. Like I can't twist my body a certain way, otherwise my lower back will be in pain. I think it's a gym injury that I had like a few months ago. That's just I've never been the same. Yeah.
You should take it easy, because back injuries are like the most like long running, like persistent pains if you don't get it treated well.
Yeah. So I stopped doing deadlifts for that reason. But thankfully, it's not like I wake up every day and like like it's really just like when I try to twist my body to like crack my back, like I can't do that. Otherwise it hurts. Yeah. So we have met IRL once, right?
Yeah.
I'm very interested in our interaction, because I don't think I've ever asked you. So the first time we interacted was the big collab with the Malaysian and Singaporean streamers, right?
Yeah.
The Valorant one.
That was so long ago. It's
was.
crazy to think it was like almost 2 years ago that happened.
2022?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was
Holy
so long ago.
shit, dude.
Shit. So we've known each other for 2 years. Interesting.
Yeah.
So I would like to know, and I'm interested, and I will tell you my side after you're done telling yours. What is your first impression of me? Because to give you guys context, 2 years ago there was a very big like Valorant collab that was organized. Included a lot of big PP, Singaporean streamers, big PP Malaysian streamers, and they were, well, first of all, they were all women. Okay, I didn't know that they were all women.
It was a girly pop collab.
Yeah,
I thought you knew.
I didn't know. I didn't know that I'm the only guy, right? Because you invited me and I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. But like, she didn't really fill me in on like, oh, it's all girls, by the way. Like, I didn't know at all. So I went in there.
Get fucked.
Yeah, I went in there realizing, hey, not only am I the only 2D son of a bitch there, but I'm also the only guy. And I don't do very well with women in general. So
you're a woman hater?
I'm not a woman hater. I'm very socially anxious around women. Like, online is not as bad, but when you put me in a collab with like, how many was it? Like 9 other?
9, yeah.
9
it was
other
a full ass
females?
custom game.
Yeah. If you put me in a fucking collab with 9 other like decently huge female streamers, like I'm just like, I don't know how to react. So it was very stressful for me.
I had no idea that you were in the dark. But that's not on me. But holy shit, that's even funnier.
Yeah, you didn't know?
That's even fucking no. I didn't know that you didn't know.
I
thought
only
you knew that
no.
was all girlies.
I only
you were
knew
like,
when the graphic came out on Twitter, and I was like, wait a minute, the none of them look like any males. And I was like, shit, it's gonna be bad.
Now's your chance. Your chance to be a creator.
I mean, I was very honored to be invited in the first place. But yes, so what is your first impressions? Because was I teamed with you at any point?
No, we were against each other all 3 games.
Right. Yeah, I kicked ass that game, man. I'm not gonna even lie.
You popped the fuck off.
I popped the fuck off, yeah.
Yeah, there were so many times you killed me. I was so frustrated. I think there's a lot of it.
Good.
There was at one point, I think every single round you were killing me, and I just like, oh fuck. I was full rage.
That's funny. But apart from that, first impressions.
First impressions.
It doesn't even have to be like in that collab, because we didn't really interact much outside of the
yeah, because we weren't on the same team.
Yeah. So maybe after that, when you've got an actual first impression of me.
First impression. Fuck, I'm so bad with words. Okay, I think you're a dude.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
I think you're a nice dude. Shit. I'm really retired for real. Fuck. Words are so hard. Yeah, I really enjoyed, like, I don't know how we started talking outside of the collab, because like, my gosh, how like, remind me, how did we start talking outside of the collab?
I think I popped by your stream and I just interacted. You're like, oh yeah, this is the solo male VTuber, the odd one out of the entire collab we did. But I think that's how, yeah. I'm not sure how we talked, like how we started talking outside the stream, but I think on stream was our first proper interaction, like after
because
that.
I haven't done a lot of collab streams, but when I have done streams with other creators, it doesn't like mean that I'll necessarily like talk to them or be as active, because I'm still an introvert, right?
Right.
But I think you're like one of the few that I still regularly keep in contact with. I think I don't have the words to put into like the first impression, but I think that says a lot more.
Damn, I'm so honored.
Like I'd rather talk to you and like the couple of others that I've met through Twitch. I don't really keep in contact with most people anymore after I've retired.
I'm honored, beyond honored.
Hee. I'm selective.
You're selective.
I'm an elitist.
I mean, I'm selective too. I just don't have the energy to talk to a lot of people.
You need to protect your peace.
Yes.
That's so important as a creator because in the end, like it's social media. You have to be social. You just have to get to know others and be genuine in it. But it doesn't mean you have to like keep it up.
Right.
Like you get what I mean? So like I don't take it personally if like people don't reach out after collabs, but it's more of like people who do continue keeping in touch. Like I really appreciate it.
It's very nice, yeah.
And like I can genuinely feel like, oh, this person's like nice to hang out with. I'll play games with them. Oh, I know how. I asked you to play Valorant with me.
Oh,
after
you're
the collab.
right.
Yeah, we played a couple of times.
Yeah.
With one of your mods and my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also invited you to play Valorant with me on stream, on my charity stream. Like 2 years ago. Yeah.
That was so exciting.
And you were gonna invite Shoko?
Oh yeah, Shoko.
Is that Shokobu?
Yeah, the other cosplayer.
The other cosplayer, right? It would have been nice to have him on. His cosplays are really good.
I think he was caught up with something that day.
He said he was overseas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the DMs now.
Oh.
Yeah, and I think from then we started talking on the Twitter or X as they call it now.
You know, at work we don't call it Twitter. We call it X bracket, formerly known as Twitter.
What?
In all of our reports. It's so fucking hilarious.
What?
Like when we have a report on, let's say like we pay someone to talk about something on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
And then the report will be platform X bracket formerly known as Twitter.
That's so unnecessarily
It's so
long.
fucking funny. But it's like a slap to like Elon's face.
Yeah.
I'm like, oof, bro.
Fuck you, Elon. I've been shadow banned for like 8 months.
Yeah, and like people have been saying like, oh, if you buy Twitter Blue, then you won't be shadow banned anymore.
It doesn't do shit.
How true that is.
I got shadow banned when I had Twitter Blue.
No.
Yeah.
That's so fucked.
Twitter, man. I need to remember to reach out to Twitter support because it's fucking bullshit.
VTubers need like another platform because like I know the main SNS that they use is Twitter, but I feel like y'all need to change that. Y'all need to find a platform. Threads could have been a good new start for everyone.
Yes,
but everyone's still stuck to X, which was a bit frustrating.
It was definitely.
Y'all had a chance to escape, but y'all stayed with the abuser. What is wrong with y'all? Snap out of it. Come on.
That is.
What in the world? Would you stay?
I mean, for me, it's really just because like I've built my brand on X.
It's very hard to let go.
Leave, yeah.
But if it was like more of a cultural thing for everyone to move over, it would have definitely worked. If it was like a team effort, 100%. Kind of community effort.
Yep. Elon, man, please. Okay. I like your shit. Your cars, wow, they're so cool. Please unshadow ban me.
You're so sexy, haha. Please unshadow ban.
He's so sexy. Ria's into
hurt my feelings,
rich.
Elon daddy.
Yeah, Ria's into rich fucking billionaires. Hey, if anybody out there.
Oh, if you're an oil prince, hit me up.
Oh yeah.
My DMs are at Reakami. Thank you. I want to retire. I'm tired of being oil.
Yeah. And if there are any, rich oil, bisexual prince that, like VTubers, hey, my DMs are open too. Oh yes, okay. So you said your first impressions. I'm gonna say mine, and I think I was very intimidated, not just because you were a woman, right? But because
Okay, you a woman hater.
I'm not a woman hater.
Okay, woman hater.
I'm just not good at talking to the female species, you know, like. But
So you're an.
she's trying to get me canceled. But yeah, I was very intimidated by you. I was very intimidated by a lot of people, to be fair.
From that collab.
Yeah, because from that collab, the people I knew they were big. Like I knew that they had a following. Like Haru, I don't know. Does Haru still do like streams and stuff? I don't know.
She doesn't really stream anymore, but she's focusing more on cosplay and like creating content out of it.
Like Alice,
Like
right?
TikTok. I don't know if Aless does cosplay right now.
Well, I actually don't. I actually haven't seen her in cosplay. But yeah.
Yeah, she's more of like a fashion creator.
Right. That is a good term. That is a very good term. But
she's really good at styling.
Like her outfits. She fashion meister. But I was intimidated by you. But the good thing is you say you're an introvert, right? But you made it very easy for me to communicate with you, like when we played together. Like it just felt like the friendship felt very natural, you know?
Yeah.
It felt like I've known you for a long time. It didn't feel awkward because I've collabed with other decently huge like Singapore content creators that aren't really VTubers. And I feel like when I collab with IRL streamers, there's a little bit of a culture gap, you know? Because I'm a VTuber, they're IRL streamers, there are differences here and there. But you made it very easy to communicate. I think that's one of the reasons why we still keep in contact until this day, why we're friends to this day.
Yeah. I think it helps because we're like both weebs and
we're both degenerates. That's why we're both.
That's just you.
Nah, you are.
Don't include me. No.
You definitely are.
No.
You are a degenerate gremlin.
No, I'm such a proper office lady. Like
no,
I'm so cultured. I literally don't know what memes are. Like, what are memes?
Memes?
I've never seen a meme in my life.
You've never seen a meme in your life?
Yeah, me gusta.
But yeah, it's been a very interesting friendship. I mean, obviously we're both busy now, so we haven't really had time to like play games outside of anything. But we do talk, you know. I asked the social media guru here, like I do ask her for advice from time to time. She gives me very good advice. But yeah, I mean, it's such a nice friendship. I don't think I have a friendship like this with any other IRL streamer. Apart from maybe Valsia. I don't know if you know who that is.
Val. I don't. I'm really out of touch. Like I'm a boomer.
Yes, you are. But
excuse me, you're supposed to disagree.
Oh no, you boomer? You? No, you're so young.
Yeah, I'm 18.
28. 38, sorry. But it's been nice. I've really enjoyed this friendship. And
same. I never thought that I would be able to like collab or make content with or stream with a VTuber.
Oh no, you have.
Yeah, but I feel like the stream chemistry we have, it's like
it's so good.
It didn't feel like it was acting. I was just like so playing games of bros, you know?
Yeah. We were just being ourselves.
Slay.
It's so good. But yeah, and then I met Ria at was it Dojima? Yeah, it was, right? The Dojin event?
Yeah.
Yeah, I met her IRL for the first time. Realized how I don't remember, were you short? I feel like you were short.
What the fuck is wrong with you? You're so vile.
I feel like you were short. How tall are you?
I'm not.
How tall are you?
170.
Are you actually?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not that short.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I met Ria. She looks exactly the same as she does online. So, but it was fun. We talked for a little bit. And people were coming up to her and taking pictures, and I was like, it must be nice to be fucking famous as shit.
I'm not. If I was famous, I wouldn't get to meet you.
Mate, that is true. But within the 10-15 minutes that we chatted, there were at least like one person a minute that came up to you. Oh, can I get a picture? Like, like you're pretty well known here.
I think it's also because I was wearing like the most recognizable costume that day. It was a sage.
That was a Sage?
Yeah, I was wearing sage at AFA.
Oh, but we didn't meet at AFA.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't. I never been to AFA.
Wait, was that not AFA?
It was Dojin, right? The Dojin event. Dojima? I don't know what it's called.
Oh no, I was cosplaying Rita from Honkai.
Yeah,
met you.
yeah. You were.
Rita, the maid dress one. Yeah.
But
Oh,
it's been interesting. We've known each other for like 2 years now. That's crazy.
yeah. Time really fucking flies.
Yeah, well, I'm getting old. You are already old, so you're just
What?
getting
Oh my God.
older. But
I know where you live.
we actually used to live very close to each other.
Okay, don't dox me.
Well, you don't live here anymore. So, but we used to live. I mean, nobody knows where I live, so it's fine.
Okay, true.
But we used to live very close to each other. I do owe her a drink that I haven't fulfilled till this day.
Yeah, because I think around the period where I moved in was when I started working full time
Yeah.
in an office, and that was also another job where I was like OTing relentlessly. I think the only time I spoke or saw my friends was in game. Oh damn, that's depressing.
That
But
is,
yeah,
yeah, that's what it means to be a degenerate, man. No social life outside of work.
I feel like interacting with people on Discord is like it balances out my social energy better than
Oh yeah,
IRL. Do you get what I mean?
I
I
get
don't
what
know.
you mean.
Like I feel like
100%.
I can put my 100% into conversing or like the quality of the conversation rather than like, does my face look fucked up right now?
I understand what
I
you
don't
mean.
know.
Though.
I don't know how to explain it, but yeah.
I understand what you mean. All right, well, we're slowly coming to the end. I would like to seek your advice to end this podcast off. And I think a lot of people can take something away from this advice if you guys are just only now recently getting into cosplay. But do you have any advice for people who want to start doing cosplay / cosplay content?
I think you really have to know your intention and be really honest on why you're starting the hobby. I think that greatly affects like your happiness level um as a cosplayer. Like if you're interested in it because it's a platform for you to make content, then that's like an avenue of like an income. But if you see it as like a passionate thing, you see it as like something like an art form or a way to like flex a skill like wig styling, sewing, prop making, then like social media is gonna be tough. Because I think the hardest thing that I had to learn was that I started cosplay because I saw it as an art form. I saw it as like a hobby. I really wanted to get good at it, like the physical, actually getting good at the hobby in a holistic aspect. But when social media came to a thing and then I blew up, then it shifted my focus away from the hobby and into something else. So it's not like I lost my way, but I had to pivot when I chose it as a full-time career. So I think it's a lot of like be careful, because like when you start, you can just end up hating or like losing your passion for it for all the wrong reasons. Yeah, always be clear with your intentions and manifest. And also, don't shit where you eat, so don't date other cosplayers.
Really? That's a thing? Why not?
I feel like most of the drama in the community, at least in my generation, stemmed from the fact that everyone was dating everyone. Like I've never
Jesus
personally
Christ.
dated a cosplayer. So, but I've just witnessed that every single person I knew that was dating a cosplayer they were fucking it up.
Like the relationship?
Um, like when you have problems in a relationship, it never stays offline. That's what I noticed. And
Damn.
yeah, so don't shit where you eat. If you plan on making content, then don't shit where you eat.
I mean,
Keep it-
that's fair. I always advise VTubers not to date other VTubers. Or if
Right?
you
I
do,
feel like
just...
it brings problems into the thing you're passionate about or the thing
Yup.
you're working on. Mm-hmm.
And if you do, I mean, you can really control, right? Like I can tell you, hey, don't fall for this person, or you know, don't fall for that person. But like, I will say, be careful. And if you do date another VTuber, I would highly suggest you keep it private. Highly suggest.
Like low key.
Like keep it low key.
I've personally, like during my full-time career, I've dated like people, but I've always kept it like low key. Oh yeah, that's another advice. Like keep your dating low key if you do date,
Mm-hmm.
because like that has saved me like so much trouble. Like so much trouble. And I'm also scared like that the gachikoi fans, because some people can be gachikoi even though you don't want them to be.
Right.
Like the gachikoi fans might end up like stalking and like stabbing the person I'm dating.
Yeah,
So,
it's on some
like-
fucking Hoshino Ai shit, man.
Yeah, like you'll never know. It's good to be
Yeah.
vigilant,
I
especially
think-
when it comes to
Especially when
public
you're a
sphere.
female. I feel like the females have it
Yeah.
harder. But sometimes the males have to deal with that too. I mean, look at Vox. He had to deal with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, imagine if it gets out that Vox was dating someone, like it wouldn't go very well.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah.
I would be terrified if I was the person that was dating like someone on that level.
Right.
I would never leave my house.
It is,
Straight
yeah.
up.
So for the sake of you, yourself, and your partner, keep it low key. Best to keep it private. But I know some people want to flex, right? Because they're happy, right? I haven't been happy in 7 years, so I have nothing to flex.
He's so real for that, for real.
Yeah, man. I mean, that
Ever
wasn't a
since
joke.
2012, no one's been happy.
Yeah, for real. Anyways, Ria, thank you so much for your time.
No worries, anytime.
It has
Just
been
here to
very
chat.
fun. Yeah, getting a little into the dabbling into the cosplay community. I've never been a part of, so I don't really know any like I don't know how it works. So it's very nice to have a little insight into the cosplay stuff. I don't think I'll do it often. Because for one, just the thought of having people wanting to come up to me and take pictures, like it scares me. But I think it's a good experience because for the past 2 AFAs I've been really FOMO. So I wanna try at least once.
Hey, just hit me up.
Yeah,
help
so
you out.
if you're going to AFA this year, I can leech off of your fucking cloud. Okay,
One collab wasn't enough.
we
DV.
make a
2
TikTok
collabs
together.
wasn't enough.
We make a TikTok together, me and my cosplay, you and yours, and then I get clout for it. That's the plan.
That's right.
Our 2 years of friendship has
That's how we
led to
roll.
that moment.
Mhm.
It's the only reason.
It's called ROI girl.
But yes, Ria, thank you for your time. I really appreciate you coming on here. It was really fun.
No, thanks for having
It's
me.
really just like I felt like we didn't even record anything. It just felt like we were chatting normally for like the past hour, which is what I really love about our friendship.
Thank you.
Yeah,
No, I had a
when-
lot of fun.
I did too. When you are free, let's go out and have like a lunch or something. Your treat because
Yeah.
you're rich.
What do you mean?
Your treat because you're earning more money than I
You
am.
literally.
Right? Thank you, Ria, for the treat. Haiti Lao, thank you. I'm gonna order fucking everything.
Oh, my salary man job.
All right. Well, final words. Is there anything you wanna plug, like your TikTok or whatever?
Fuck. It's not my job anymore. It's so weird.
Yeah, but you
so
know, you
weird
can
to
still
plug
get people
now.
to follow you.
You can check me out at Reakami on TikTok and Instagram or on Twitter and basically everywhere. I don't stream anymore, but I might on April Fools, so
The
drop by.
comeback.
That's right.
The
I just
one-day
come once a
comeback.
year on April
Yep.
Fools because I want to tell my viewers they're all a joke.
Oh my god. Well, that is it from us. To everybody who is watching and listening on Spotify, thank you all for listening. See, I've been consistent with the podcast the past few times. I'm really fucking proud of myself.
So hard. How
It
the
is
fuck do you
hard.
do that?
I'm very passionate about all this, man. I'm
Proud
so
of you.
yeah, I'm so determined to make this dream that I have a reality. But thank you all for watching and listening. To those of you on YouTube, you can listen to this on Spotify if it's easier for you. To those of you listening to this on Spotify, you can watch the video. There's more visual aids there. So I mean, if you're like me and you don't like listening to shit all the time, and you like to watch stuff, YouTube. Links in the description. It's at DiviCast everywhere. Thank you all. Thank you, Ria. Episode 12. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.